Hi, this is JT.
Hey everybody, this is Kathy. We are so excited to be here to offer an exciting opportunity for individuals to take a critical look at the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. And although they have rebranded themselves as JW.org, rest assured that the men behind this organization and its core teachings have not changed. Now I'm going to give you a little background about who we are. We are a husband and wife team that left the Jehovah's Witnesses about 16 years ago. Both my husband and I were reared as Jehovah's Witnesses since the age of 5 years old. My husband served at Brooklyn Bethel for 6 years and was an elder in our congregation, and I had the opportunity to serve where the need is great with my pioneer partners. Now, we were very sincere about the organization and were devoted to our beliefs and did not participate in what my husband often refers to as foolishness. We were serious about what we were being told by the Watchtower, and everyone in our circle knew this because we tried to set the best example to our friends and our congregation and to anyone that we came in contact with. But despite all of this, my husband was not surprised that when we left the organization, and not many people inquired as to why we left, because he said that the society's definition of an individual that leaves the organization means they no longer have a love for Jehovah God. So that means that there was no reason why anyone would have to come and ask why we left. No matter how good our character was and how much love we showed for others, when we left, to all onlookers, it meant that we left God. But when the generation teaching 1914 changed, that was pretty much it for us. We felt like something's not right, and we began to investigate. Now, the interesting thing about this is the internet, because it played an important role in our departure from the organization. And that's why we totally understood why the society kept cautioning the friends to stay off of the internet. The buzz in our congregation was, you aren't even supposed to be on the internet. And some of the friends in our congregation refused to even buy a computer. In fact, I remember just saying the word internet around certain people would conjure up suspicion. So it was really a crazy time during the time that we left. But we discovered this site on the internet called H2O, Jehovah'sWitness.net, and freeminds.org, amongst a host of other interesting sites. And then we read Crisis of Conscience, and everything seemed to fall apart, and then eventually fell in place. Now, some 16 years after leaving the Watchtower, we felt a personal obligation to give back and help others to discover the truths about our past beliefs. Because we felt like when we left the organization, if it wasn't for the information that we found on the internet, we don't know where we would be at right now. And we had a lot of people say to us, oh, you're out of that religion now. You ought to you ought to move on and live your life. But that nagging feeling in the back of our mind just kept saying, no, we can't do that. We must reach back and help others. So some of our past accomplishments include we had started this blog talk radio segment called JC Radio back in 2010, and we completed 6 episodes. But our schedules got so busy that we had to put that project on hold. The 30 to 60 minute podcast we felt was too much because it takes a lot of time to produce. And then we realized that people are also busy and would no doubt appreciate receiving a snippet of information. And so the critical thought, the segment that you're listening to right now, was born. So we really look forward to having you in our audience and thinking critically about what you were taught as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And soon we're in the process of penning our own personal story in the form of a book. And that's chock full of interesting things that we've been through in our lives and experiences that we've had along the way, the interesting people we met, and how we got ourselves together and what we did to get where we are today. So we really can't wait until we release that book. But we want to be one of those voices online to help others to learn about where they've been in the Watchtower organization and giving them the opportunity to get where they have to go. So we invite you to follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is XJWsThink. That's EXJWSTHINK. We also invite you to visit us online at xjwcriticalthinker.com. That's exjwcriticalthinker.com. So we look forward to being a positive influence in your life. Stay tuned to future episodes of The Critical Thought.